everyone, it's Gina from orchidandopal.com, and today I'm back with the two new subscriptions from Beads to Live By. They have a seed bead option and also a vintage button option that you can elect to receive monthly if you'd like to. This is their third box that I'm getting to share. It's one of the newer subscriptions out there, so I'm excited to have the opportunity to check these out and to share them with you. I'll leave the link to their website right down below the video so you can be taken to those two different subscriptions and find out more information, but they roughly start at around $18.99 per month plus shipping for both of these, and then the price goes down a little bit if you sign up for a longer period of time. In addition to these, they also have some companion packs that you can elect to add on to your subscription, and this month they have an October check glass bead strand bundle that you can add on. And again, you'll find out all that info on their website. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our package. And inside, there's two inserts describing your contents and also providing you with an additional website coupon that you can use for further purchases at their online store. Everything's wrapped up in our bundle. And here are those two different subscriptions, the 11O seed beads and our vintage buttons. Let's go ahead and start with our seed bead selection. And for this one, every month you're going to receive 8 bags containing 10 grams of high quality round glass seed beads in a curated selection of colors. A lot of you may have noticed I had a lot of daisy chain themed tutorials come out last month. That was all based on the Beads to Live By palette that was called Wildflowers. And I have even one more, a 4th tutorial coming soon on another variation of that easy bead weaving stitch. And even after all that, I still have a lot of seed beads left over, so they really do go a long way. Now, these bags are not labeled specifically with the contents, but they have started to list the specific color codes that correspond to each of these colors on their website. You can just search those up and it'll tell you if they're Miyuki or Matsuno or which brand and color they are. That way, if you need more, you can pick up more. And they also offer sometimes additional packets of the same colors in their online store. If you sign up today, the day that I'm posting this video, specifically the 16th of October or the 16th of any month, you'll receive that current month's bead selection. But this is important. If you sign up on the 17th or after, you will receive next month's packet of beads. And in addition, if you try to sign up on the 17th and maybe even the 18th of the month, it might be showing that their subscriptions are sold out. Just wait a couple days. There is a tiny bit of lag time, I was informed, due to the fact that they ship out their subscriptions on the 17th and then quickly as they can, they get the next round available to new signups. But with all that out of the way, let's take a look at these colors up close. Here is the selection from bag number 1. This definitely gives off those autumn leaf vibes. Sort of coppery, sort of golden also. They have a matte, frosty, transparent glass on the outside. It's almost like a light grayish or taupe. And then inside, it looks like there is a metallic lining, maybe a copper lining or a gold lining that subtly comes through that transparent frosty glass. Here is our second color option, which is this gorgeous, rich, dark teal, which may not be something you automatically think of, maybe with a fall leaves theme, but there are a couple colors in this palette that just goes so well with some of the other more toned down, warmer tones, and I think this dark teal is one of those. It really complements the warm coppers and things in the more orange family really nicely. And I think I have a sweater in that exact color and I need to go dig it out because it's starting to get a little bit chilly where I live. Our third color is in this very glossy, more pumpkin orange. It's another one of the seed beads with the inner lining. The outside looks to be clear, just totally transparent, and inside it's almost like a burnt orange metallic lining, which adds some extra shine, especially when you put those with these more matte and frosty beads. Next up, we have this toned down olive green that adds another color effect to our palette. These are more of the Ceylon or shiny, opaque, pearl-like finished seed beads. They are another one of those colors that could really blend in well with a lot of different things. Next, we have another frosty color. This is a light tone of peach that looks to have a transparent outer with the color effect coming from the lining. Once again, I am loving those interlined seed beads. It's really a fun way to make these seed beads more interesting and provide you with a different overall appearance than just an opaque solid or a transparent solid. And this is adding some light freshness to the palette. You can also see it's one of those colors that pairs very well with each of the ones that we've seen here so far. And then we have this essential fall-like mustard color, this bright golden yellow that leans a little bit orange. And this is another color line variety, this time with the transparent glass that does not have the matte finish, so it's a little bit shinier and glossier, looking like it's got maybe a topaz color on the outside and then a lighter, brighter yellow on the inside, with that outer topaz colored glass toning that down just a little bit. Up next, we have a color that again leans a little bit towards the greenish side. It's got what looks to be a golden inner lining around the whole area and a greenish tone of light transparent glass that has a matte frosty finish that surrounds that metallic, still giving us those hints of shine coming from the inside, but not quite as bright. And very similar to that first selection that we took a look at. But as you can see, they are two very different colors in the sense that one definitely leans more green, the other one definitely more brown. And then our eighth and final selection is this lovely deep pumpkin orange opaque glass seed bead to help round out this very fall-inspired palette. Once again, I think they've done a fabulous job putting a selection together. Everything is very high quality, meaning the beads are very uniform and precise if you're working on a more precise bead weaving project. And I feel like seed beads go into almost everything that I do and that a lot of us do, especially if you're into bead weaving, and you can use them with tons of other crafts, of course. But we always need them. So it's great to build up a stash over time in this way, getting a subscription, a surprise in the mail with a color palette and items you didn't have to pick out yourself, but that you can pull from when you need them, or combine them all together like they are here and get inspired to come up with a new project. Also, Beads to Live By provides different projects for their various bead subscriptions, so be sure to subscribe to their channel if you haven't already, because they often will post projects to go along with the beads. And now let's take a look at the second subscription, the vintage buttons, which may vary a little bit from person to person. These happen to go really well with this selection of seed beads, I have to say. And I'll just go from largest to smallest. I've already taken these out of their bags. We have a very pretty rose-themed button that stands out on a white glass background, and that rose design is pressed into the glass with what looks to be some hand-painted detail, bringing out the reddish tone in the flower area, the brown of the stem, the green of the leaves, and that dotted area that borders the edge of the circle. On the back, you can see this is where that metallic component is located to attach this to your beadwork. And one way to use the buttons is in embroidery, especially when you can build some of your bead embroidery around something like this to make some really unique pieces. Here is the next one. This is a crystal clear heart with more of the painted detail with the different fall-like colors, our golden yellow, the orange, and deep red with the green stem and leaf accents. And this one is completely glass. As you can see, the back there has the attachment area pressed directly into it, and there's just a little bit of detail around the edges, giving that some texture. We have another heart theme piece, this one being in sort of a tomato red in the background with some golden accents and some of those bright silver floral details inside of the heart with a look at the back of that satiny looking glass. Here is number 4 in a butterfly design, and you could probably even add some little rhinestones to those areas where there's indents in the wings of the butterfly. Primarily, it is a deep orange tone. There's a look at the back of this one. Number 5 is our cat in this camel color with a golden wash over the top, adding a little bit of variation to the color of this 6-sided shape that surrounds the pressed cat and a metallic component on the back. Next up, we have a teal colored button that looks really nice with the teal colored seed beads, especially this month. And there is a look at the pressed back where the hole is located, the frosty side, and overall letting some light through with the addition of some extra pressed details to add some texture. Button number 7 is absolutely adorable. We have an apple and some extra painted details with a very clean white base and background. Very sweet design and a great fallish button. And then our 8th and final one is this very small green tone, kind of iridescent button with the zigzag detail on the top. Lots of areas on the surface for the light to reflect off of, and the cleanly drilled hole back there in that fresh green color. So these are the Beads to Live By curated collections for October 2022. If you pick them up today, you can still get the same seed bead selection, but as I said, if you're trying to order tomorrow, that is on the 17th or 18th, if you notice that it is showing as sold out, just try again in the next couple days. They are working that out on their website as quickly as they can while they ship out the current October orders on the 17th. And anything ordered on or after the 17th will be the next month's selection of goodies. You can also check out their bead shop and that additional check glass bead add-on for the month if you'd like to get your hands on that. As this is my 3rd month unboxing these Beads to Live By collections, I'm seeing that there's a lot of consistency. They're sending things in different palettes, so you're not getting the same things every time. The seed beads have been consistently great quality and ones that I'm happy to use, and I'm glad that they are starting to share the drop-down list of the specific codes on their site so that you know or have the ability to go identify which ones they are. So if you'd like a fun surprise of seed beads or a creative and kitschy collection of vintage buttons sent to you on a regular basis, be sure to check out Beads to Live By. And also follow them on their various forms of social media to be informed of projects that they put out that go along with their selection. I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's always fun for me to be able to share these items with you and give you the opportunity to see whether or not these different subscription options out there are right for you. If you enjoyed the video and or found it helpful, please give the video a big thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Feel free to share the video with your other beading friends and go ahead and leave a comment down below. I always love to hear from you. Let me know what you think of this month's palette or anything else you'd like to say. That's all I have for now. I'll be back again real soon though, and until next time, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. And as always, happy beading.